So if you've just updated your Pixel phone and it's now overheating, don't worry, there's actually a couple of settings you can change to fix it and you won't need to do a factory reset. So once you've done a new update, I strongly recommend disabling adaptive battery, at least for a few days, as sometimes after an update the adaptive battery settings do tend to misfire. So to find this, first open the settings app. From here you can go to the battery, and then from battery you can find the adaptive battery setting, and it is just a toggle. You just need to tap that in order to disable it. Again, that's just a temporary measure. After a few days, turn that back on and see if your overheating has been solved. But whilst we're in the battery settings, you may also want to enable battery saver mode, and this is especially useful if you are currently running hot and just want to bring those temps down a bit. Along with adaptive battery, your Pixel phone also utilizes adaptive brightness. So again, heading over to settings, find the display and touch, and then through here you'll easily be able to find adaptive brightness. Just get that disabled. You'll be surprised as to what difference that can make to the temperature of your Pixel phone. And whilst we're on the display, disabling the high refresh rate is also something that should make a notable difference to cooling. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom where you can see the smooth display toggle. By disabling this, you'll reduce the refresh rate on your phone from 120 Hz down to 60. So it should still be fairly smooth, but it is actually going to make a notable difference to the performance of the temperature. Next up, we're going to head into developer settings. So this is where things can get a little bit complicated, but bear with me. So if this is your first time using developer options, you will need to enable this settings feature. So to do this, we're going to head back into settings, search for the about phone, and then that's going to allow us to get a whole bunch of information about our Pixel. What we're looking for is found right at the bottom of this page. It is the build number, and all you need to do is tap this 7 times with your finger, and that will enable developer mode. You can then access all of the developer settings whenever you need to. To find these features, head back to settings, then to system, and then to developer options. That option would not have been there previously, but now it is. And what we want to do is scroll all the way down. There's a long list of features here, but the one we want is to limit the background processes. And I recommend limiting this to 3 or 4. This makes a massive impact. So especially for the first few days after updating to the latest software, it may be worth enabling this limitation. And so next up we have a few more minor settings, but they can still make an impact. First off, head over to location settings in the main settings app, and from there head to location services. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you can disable Wi-Fi scanning and also Bluetooth scanning as well. These are things that are just constantly happening on your phone, so disabling those can make, as I say, a bit of a difference. And if we head over to our network and internet settings, choose SIMs, make sure you select your SIM and your network, and then you should find the option to choose your preferred network. You can actually select 4G here if you don't need the full features of 5G. And disabling 5G will not only mean that your phone should run cooler, but it should also be more battery efficient too. And finally, if you head back into the settings app, head back over to display and touch, and then find the lock screen setting. And from here you can disable the always show the time option. This only affects the phone when it is locked, and it would normally have a blank screen. But if you don't care so much about this feature, then it is just worth turning off. Remember, if you've just got overheating from a new update, it is worth making these changes, but then slowly start turning them back on again, at least the features you care to use, after a few days, once your phone has begun to adapt to your usage on the new update. But yeah, please do let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. If this video has been helpful, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll catch you next time.